The Galactic Council chamber fell silent as Ambassador Zethka raised one of her 4 crystalline appendages. Her translucent blue form shimmered under the artificial lighting, a stark contrast to the dozen other species seated around the massive circular table. The human delegation sat across from her, their compact forms dwarfed by the towering hegemony representatives and the gas cloud entities of the Nebula Collective. Before we proceed with Earth's application for full membership, Zethka's voice resonated through the universal translators. There is a matter that requires clarification. Ambassador Sarah Chen, Earth's chief diplomat, straightened in her chair. After 3 years of preliminary negotiations, humanity was finally on the verge of joining the galactic community. She had expected questions about trade agreements or territorial boundaries, not the concern she saw flickering across the alien faces around the table. Our reconnaissance data indicates that human settlements, ships, and even civilian installations are equipped with what can only be described as excessive military hardware. Zethka continued, kinetic weapons, energy barriers, automated defense systems. Even your exploration vessels carry enough firepower to level small moons. The Council requires an explanation for this. Unusual preparation for violence. A low rumble emanated from the Thrakari delegate, their rocky carapace grinding as they shifted. In our 40,000 years of galactic civilization, we have never encountered a species so thoroughly militarized upon first contact. Chen exchanged glances with her military advisor, General Rodriguez, whose weathered face remained carefully neutral. They had anticipated this question, but the weight of the moment made her throat dry. How could she explain humanity's history to beings who had known only peace? Honorable delegates, Chen began, her voice carrying across the vast chamber. Humanity's relationship with weaponry stems from our unique evolutionary path. We are not naturally aggressive, but we are naturally prepared. The Vorthok emissary, a being of pure energy, contained within a crystalline matrix, pulsed with curiosity. Elaborate, human. The galaxy has seen many species evolve from predator and prey relationships. None have maintained such extensive armaments after achieving spaceflight. Chen activated her holographic display, showing images of Earth from space. Our world was not kind to us. For 4 billion years before humanity emerged, Earth experienced 5 major extinction events. Asteroid impacts, supervolcanic eruptions, ice ages, gamma-ray bursts. Life on our planet has been repeatedly brought to the brink of annihilation. The assembled aliens shifted uncomfortably as the display showed the massive crater left by the Chicxulub impact, the Permian extinction event, the volcanic hellscape of the Siberian Traps. But here's what makes us different, Chen continued, the display shifting to show early human settlements, then cities, then eventually space stations. We didn't just survive these catastrophes by adapting to them. We survived by preparing for them. Every human settlement, from our earliest villages to our orbital habitats, has been built with one question in mind: what if the world tries to kill us again? General Rodriguez stood, his military bearing evident even in the low gravity of the station. We didn't develop weapons to conquer other species. We developed them because our planet taught us that extinction can come from anywhere at any time. Asteroids, solar flares, supernovas, alien invasions, we prepare for all of it. The chamber erupted in a cacophony of translated voices. The concept seemed to perplex the assembled delegates who had evolved on stable worlds under predictable suns. Impossible, declared the Hegemony Prime, their towering form creating shadows across the table. No species could survive constant existential threat. The psychological trauma alone would prevent civilization. Chen smiled, the expression lost on most of the non-human delegates. That's where you're wrong. The trauma didn't break us, it forged us. Every human child grows up learning about the Great Dying, the asteroid that killed the dinosaurs, the ice ages that nearly wiped out early humans. We don't see these as ancient history. We see them as previews. She gestured to her tablet, displaying humanity's defensive infrastructure. Our excessive weapons aren't for conquest. They're for survival. Those kinetic cannons you mentioned, they're asteroid deflection systems. Our energy shields? Solar flare protection. Our automated defenses? They watch for threats we haven't even discovered yet. The ethereal collective's representative, a being of living light, dimmed with what might have been contemplation. This implies that humans expect their own extinction. Not expect, Rodriguez corrected. Prepare for. Every human military academy teaches the same doctrine: hope for peace, prepare for annihilation. It's not pessimism, it's pattern recognition. Our world has tried to kill us 9 times in the last million years. We're not taking any chances on the 10th. Ambassador Zethka's crystalline form pulsed thoughtfully. Yet you seek membership in our peaceful alliance. How do we reconcile humanity's militaristic preparation with our non-violent principles? Chen leaned forward, her voice taking on an intensity that made several translators stutter. Because our weapons aren't pointed at you. They're pointed at the universe itself. Earth taught us that existence is fragile, that civilization hangs by threads we can't always see. We don't want to conquer the galaxy, we want to protect it. The display shifted to show human deep space monitoring stations, their sensors constantly scanning for cosmic threats. While you've been enjoying 40,000 years of peace, we've been watching for the things that end civilizations. Rogue planets, gamma-ray bursts, extra-dimensional incursions. We've catalogued 17 potential extinction-level threats just in this sector. A profound silence settled over the chamber. The delegates processed this information, their various forms of respiration, creating an alien symphony of contemplation. Finally, the ancient curator of the Eternal Archive spoke, their voice carrying the weight of millennia. The humans proposed to serve as guardians against cosmic threats. Not guardians, Chen replied. Partners. Earth made us paranoid about extinction, but it also made us very good at preventing it. We'd like to share that expertise. Ambassador Zethka's form brightened, and for the first time since the session began, something that might have been approval colored her telepathic emanations. The Council will deliberate. But I believe the galaxy may have found not conquerors, but protectors. As the session adjourned, Chen reflected on humanity's long journey from the violent cradle of Earth to the stars. They carried their weapons not as symbols of aggression, but as promises to themselves, and now to the galaxy that extinction would never again come unannounced.